I just found out that Dave Thompson of the Green Clean Institute is currently on the line with us. And so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to introduce Dave Thompson. Are you there, Dave?
Yes, I am.
Last time we talked, we had just had some questions for you about how to green up a business. And from what I understand now, you have a very exciting program, and I really think it is exciting. I'm not getting any money for touting your program, so I've always been on the green side. I used to be the chair of the environmental committee for the city of Clearwater, and so I've always been very pro environment and keeping the workplace healthy. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with what you've come up with. So I understand that people can actually learn a little bit more about this. It's called the 180 Assessment Form. If they go to www.180assessment.com. Tell us a little bit about this. Tell us what it does.
Well, the question has always been, Freda, what do I do? How do I know what to do? Am I doing the right thing? And how do I get rewarded for doing it?
Okay.
And this is a lot of questions. There's a lot of answers. And until now, nobody has ever put together an assessment that a person could do on their own at their own time frame.
And it's amazing that nobody's thought of it before. It's almost like inventing the wheel. I mean, to me, this is it's a fabulous idea. I'm shocked that nobody's done this already.
Well, I think the reason is because everybody is caught up with the larger issue. Mm-hmm. And what you have to do is you have to break it down into small increments that we all can grab a hold of, that we can actually attain. If you try to be green and you try to do all of the environmental issues, that's very noteworthy, but most people don't even try because it's too large of a task.
Do you have anybody at all 180 assessments? I mean, what kind of completion level, and what do you think a small business normally would be getting? Like, if you get 40, how much does that end up getting recognized in the program, or what's a good number to actually be shooting for?
Okay, Ben, the thing here is that what we've got is the 180. Let me explain what it is first. At 90 degrees, we feel a person is getting educated. And that's the way our program is set up. So our first part is 90 degrees, you get some education. What we consider 180 is when you actually start going through and assessing what you've done, what you should do, and maybe looking for the future. And then what we call our 360 is when you come full circle and you actually have an audit from a live auditor of what you're actually doing to verify that you're doing it. And what this does is it takes greenwashing completely out of the scenario.
Now, explain greenwashing again, Dave, for those of us or for those listeners who have not heard you explain what that is before.
Okay, greenwashing is whenever we say we do something and we're not really living up to what we say we're doing.
I've seen that happen many times with environmental issues.
Yes, it can, and in green cleaning, it can have a whole lot of different things. So to address this issue, we came up with the 180-degree assessment form. It is a self-assessment that any facility, no matter what their size, no matter what their industry, it can be anywhere from a daycare to a manufacturing plant, a doctor's office to a 18,000 student school district.
And I also understand that you've got a contest going on. So,
well,
tell us about that.
I mean, everybody likes to prove that they're the better, right?
Right.
Right.
Okay, so what we're going to do, guys, is the greenest janitorial for 2012 is part of the program. But now, how do you qualify whether you're actually one of those members? And you asked a question, Ben, about how many points. So in the assessment form, a person has to reach 90 points in order to qualify.
Okay.
Now, what does that mean? Well, there's over 800 points in the assessment form that can be identified. So 90 points out of 800 is not a big task. So anywhere from the smallest building service contractor or daycare could simply qualify. Now, if you're a big organization, go for the gold. Reach all the points that you can. Mm-hmm. What we're going to do in 2012 is the top 10 facilities in the nation that accrue the most points are going to be recognized through our international program. And then what we'll do is we have sponsors that are sponsoring the program, and there will be there's a growing list of items, green items, of course, that will be available to them for the winners.
Fabulous. Very nice. Sounds like a good incentive and a great program, too. And the cost is very inexpensive, too. I saw it was only $40 for the whole thing. So I thought, that's not bad at all. $40. I mean...
Well, it can even get better than that, Freda.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, so the thing is when you go on to the 180assessment.com, you'll find a request your assessment form where just if you want to go for it, just go ahead and request your form. Mm-hmm. There's a video on there that shows you exactly how to go through and check all the boxes and get your totals. Mm-hmm. But there's also a 180 partners. We're developing more and more partners as we build the program. And if you want to basically get one of the assessments at no charge, you find a partner that's in your area and get them to front the money for it, and they will help you build your program.
Interesting.
So if you go through a partner, you can get it free. But even at that, I mean, $40 is about the cost of an average case of toilet paper. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, everybody, I don't care how big they are, you buy a case of toilet paper every year. So
right.
Here, buy the program, get on there. You're going to recognize things that you didn't know you were doing that are green already.
Right, right.
I think that's the thing here. What we're trying to do is help people find their green of what they're already doing.
Right, very
get points
good.
For it,
and make that 360-degree turn.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So did I explain it, Ben?
Yeah, it's excellent. I like the name overall, going from 90. If we could all take a right sharp turn and then getting to a 180-degree turn, hey, go back this way, and the 360. I love the whole concept. It's excellent. 800 points to be going over, and if we can all hit 180 or 360 out of that, and if that's a big turn, a big change, and I really like the concept
now,
overall.
Dave, I want to ask you something, because we had briefly chatted this morning, and I warned you I was going to ask you this, because I wanted to know, how can you distinguish yourself from all the other green education companies out there? Anybody can form a company. It's easy to form a company. What makes you guys the industry standard? What makes you the top of the top?
Well, the thing about it is that most of the green programs that are out there that are available for the custodial industry are focused primarily on saving an organization money. Mm-hmm. Now, saving money is not a bad thing. I'm not trying to say that. What we're doing is we're trying to educate people on how to do the right thing and what it is that is the impact of what you're doing.
And also, you have been in the industry a great deal longer than most of these companies, and you're recognized by a number of major companies as being one of the leaders in the green, clean education field.
Well, personally, I've been in the industry ever since I was 14. I'm now 54, so I've been cleaning behind other people for 40 years. And as a result of that, I have impacted my personal health in a negative way. And this is why this is all personal to me. Matter of fact, our mission for this year is to make green cleaning personal.
That's fabulous. I love that. Well,
the reason I say this is because what I've done as a custodian all my life is I've impacted my health in a negative way through the chemicals that I've exposed my body to. And now I am a chronic asthmatic. And I'm trying to educate people of all walks of life, of all nationalities, of all ages, of how to clean and not impact their health negatively. And the assessment form is what's going to show them what I've been doing.
I love
for 40
it, Dave.
years.
I love it. Thank you so very much for joining us. We have to now break for commercial, but we so appreciate you calling in. I think it's a great program, and I can't wait to play around with it myself.
We'll talk with you next month then.
All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.